I've been trying to work on my Ana, but the reason why I'm giving you this VOD code is because Punk and Faith were on the enemy team.
They
Uh,
are. Well, I see
and
Punk. I don't see Faith, but I guess he's probably
I,
on a.
yeah, Distrust is his alt account.
Yeah, yeah.
I double checked on the stream. And I get punished super, super hard. Like, definitely wasn't a good game. Like, I wasn't operating on all cylinders this game, but I still think I could learn a bunch because I got destroyed.
Let's take a look. What is going on here? Hold on a second. Oh, that's why.
Yep.
Alrighty. So a little bit unfortunate that you got hacked at the same time and tied at the same time they dove in this situation. Let's take a look here. It was a good executed dive by them. So what are you protecting up here?
I wasn't really protecting anything because my soldier's just gonna run away and probably be fine. I was just thinking maybe I could get an early whip shot off, then I'd just bash back to my Ana.
Not worth.
I agree.
It's just not worth. Like if you're only holding here like for something, yeah, okay. But once you see like them taking all this space for free, you're the easiest dive target in the entire team. You just have to recognize like put yourself in their position, okay? They see a soldier, they see a monkey left side, and they see his brig right here. What's like that's just free, right?
Yeah, that's free.
Now they stage this dive. You don't know they have this. You know, Tracer's going left side. You know, the monkey's looking at you. This is a very telegraphed dive they're going on top of you. And you have to give it up because you're not protecting anything. You're risking everything. You shield bitch bash back, and then you play point. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
But you have to recognize that beforehand. Otherwise, a well-executed dive, there's nothing you can do about this.
I mean, like, I thought I might be able to whip shot Punk off, and like I knew the Tracer was gonna go on me. I just like I
No, I
yeah.
get that. Like, but this is Punk. You think he's really gonna jump right into you, not expecting a whip shot?
Uh, nope. Well, I die, and it was not a good play.
See my point?
Yep, yep.
So he literally like jumps in a way. So if you do whip shot him, you get hit into he gets into here instead of down here. It's exactly what happens, right?
Yeah.
He actually missed a whip shot, but even if you hit him into here. So he jumps in a way so that happens, and then you're kind of fucked anyway. So I would definitely just recognize, all right, this isn't like your average ranked tank, and you're already staging. You're not protecting anything. Just give this up. And besides, how many times do you watch Overwatch League?
Pretty frequently. I was just watching.
How often do they hold this?
Not often.
Almost never, right? It's literally just, hey, see what they got. All right, let's get out and play here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a reason for that. This is the reason. We're now on Lucio. Our soldiers late stagger. They're taking space. Nice. Ooh, Faith wants you.
Well, no, that's the Faith's the Onna
Oh yeah,
actually.
you're right. Faith is the Anna. I'm used to playing Lucio all the time.
Yeah, me too. I think maybe he's just like grinding Onna for some reason.
Well, he needs to, be flexible.
I think Onna is like. I mean, I think
It's also more fun.
that's true.
Nice. You're doing fine so far on Lucio. You made one mistake on Brig. You learned about it. And you get her beat for this fight, and we need to save it for their EMP, most likely. Dude, that's full
I
killable.
I think I
Give us that
should have
whole.
tried to boop that. I think.
I don't think that was worth. I don't think that was worth it all. Only Monkey was there. He had an escape planned already. I think you just wait for that and wait for like a re-engage. What are we gonna do with this beat? This is literally just to save the monkey who I didn't think was gonna die anyway.
I was autopiloting and I was like, oh, I'll mash the support ult.
Yeah, but you have to think. It's like when you get grabbed, sometimes you don't need to beat.
Yeah, yeah.
Now we don't have it for this. That said, you're in a good position to punish the Sombra. There's no sleep in the Anna, so I mean she should be free. She's not free.
She had the mega.
She got the mega. It is hacked, right? So that's probably why. Okay, then we win. Hi, Punk. Hi, Punk.
Got him.
Nice, I like it. You're gonna amp this up, aren't you? Here it is. I mean, we got another healer for that. Good boop. Could have been a little better. A little bit unlucky with how it slid. We got some Bob on Bob action here. Bob's still there.
Yes.
So, honestly, the boop was a little bit unlucky. Not much as you can do here. You're kind of stuck here. You want to make a play on the Ash. Right here, you should just survive and like line of sight the Bob, but you go this way instead, and that's the issue. Either way, you lose the fight, though. You're down everything. So it doesn't really matter. You're not losing these fights because of Lucio, I'll tell you that. I don't think you needed to boop that away. I think you could have pressured it. I knew it was a tracer. I think you could like pushed it instead of booping it and just like. Cause this tracer hasn't shown to be any sort of issue at all. Like, Punk looking okay, but the tracer hasn't been an impact player, and it's something that like I think you feel confident 1v1 diffing unless they've proven you otherwise.
I think my thought process there is I needed to reload and I didn't want to take damage before I, like...
Fair enough. I didn't see your reload situation. Okay. I like this. Good beat. He's gonna ult into that, isn't he? These antis are annoying. Um, I think while you're doing this and this is going on, I think you should have pressured the Ana. I don't know if it's make a big difference, but it would have definitely given more impact there than trying to play around in a monkey ult inside a monkey bubble. You know what I'm saying?
So like my team is basically dead anyways, so I need to try and get kills and make a play.
It's not that they're dead anyway. It's just that I don't think that being there is going to make an impact. What you would impact more is if you took away the heals, pressured them out of it, delayed the cart, and forced them to have to deal with something other than that group there. I'll be honest with you. I'm not saying it's a winning play. I'm just saying it's going to give you an opportunity to make something happen other than what just happened. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I just don't think you being in that situation would have made a big difference. Let's see what we have on the attack, though. Like, I think a lot of this wasn't your fault. The beat was a mistake. First point was probably your fault entirely. But it was like you're not used to being punished that quickly, that hard. So I don't really blame you on that. There's something to learn from.
Hmm.
What did we do here? So yeah, you have to recognize that when they engage, Punk is going to be coming close behind in that situation. So instead of like completely focusing on that, when you're playing against any sort of monkey that's high level, you should be keeping tabs on what he's looking at. Okay, if we weren't paying attention to this particular situation, and we did this, but also kept looking at the monkey,
We
you
could
can kind of see
boot the dive.
what he's thinking. So he's like, all right, we're going in. There's the hack. And like you have plenty of time to like boop that away, make sure that kill doesn't get secured, etc. You and also like obviously you want to try to peel with this, but you just kind of like make sure to be prepared for this. You can't deal with both at once, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this is gonna be more important to stop, and no one else can do it. So it's one of those things, predictive things, where like shoot this, but be aware of this, listen for the sound cue, and then like boop this away. I'm not saying stare down the punk or stare down the monkey here. I'm saying once you hear the sound, like shoot at this, and then you come around, like you can expect that happening. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of what's going to happen here is predicting what's going to happen and then reacting to it. That's kind of what's going to take you to the next level. Okay,
Okay.
is that this is a very predictable engagement, and yet it catches you off guard. At least to the point where you don't prevent it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I liked everything about this except you flubbed the boop. I wanted you to fuck up his jump there,
Mm-hmm.
put him against the wall, and we got a free kill and Punk. And you just kind of miss it. He had the right idea. I think he just rushed it. I think he got panicked a little bit by like some of the damage. So another thing is just like make sure like there's no reason to be in line of sight of this. You could easily like wait for it behind the statue, take no damage, and as he gets up, wait for the jump and like boop him away, like kind of zone him out. And where's he going to jump? He's going to jump either over here or over there. Those are the only two options he has, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just kind of like stay ahead of him, stop the jump, bump it up a little bit, get the kill. Fantastic. Even if you trade, it's worth that. But
Can
you're not going
you
to trade because you're going to last
replay
sight
me
it.
flubbing the boop again?
Sure.
Oh, okay. So I'm behind the bubble.
You're behind the bubble, and it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Also, he hasn't jumped yet.
So is there enough time to react to when he starts the jump for me to boop it? Or do I have to predict the moment he's gonna jump?
He's going to jump normally with it. So watch this. Yeah, he doesn't even need to jump. But once he turns away, and then he like jumps in that situation. Okay.
Okay, so like kind of reading his body language.
Absolutely. You want reading the tank's body language is a big thing that you should be doing as a main support. The enemy tanks.
Okay.
I like this. All right, so let's take a look at this. I like the idea that we engage on here. This is great. He put some shots. How are those not? How's that not a headshot?
I don't know.
Faith, he had a helmet on.
I guess.
Maybe it's the hood. You can't jump into the middle of this. Like,
yeah.
I understand you're like, ooh, Zenyatta must kill, but like, look what you're going into.
Sombra, Faith's probably gonna like destroy me.
Sombra, Faith, and you don't know where the monkey is. You lost track of him, so he can easily counter dive. Which I think he does.
And I die.
And Tracer's on you too.
I gotta stay up high there, I think, and then
stay up, just read the situation, and you can just fucking shoot from there if you need to. You don't need to be in their face to hit them. Get used to like some range shots. Like just reassess the situation. You lost track of everything, which is understandable. People were people were moving. You can't always know exactly what's going on. That's a lot of damage you gotta do put into to kill that.
Yeah, that's a little scary.
No angry punk.
I do that. He doesn't die though. That is terrifying.
Weird.
Is there a way I don't I don't die there with the hack, the NT, and the like? It's like I look into a cupboard and there's a hornet's nest in there. The fight before, how I died before. This, do I just have to be aware of this and then kite differently?
I think your disengage was weak. I'll be honest with you, like your disengage into here is a little bit weak. But with the hack and the nade and everything, but here's the thing, they like sold out so hard on you that we like get kills in the back end here. So they kind of like overcommitted on you anyway, and they lose the fight because of it in part. Like look how split they are now. Look where the fucking Tracer, Sombra, like the Anna's here.
Yeah.
Like look how split they are. Like all because they wanted to kill you.
But what you mean by my disengage is weak? As in, like, what do you mean by that?
So, like, as you go in here, you take a route that is in line of sight of the enemy team for a very long period of time. That's what I mean by your disengaging weak. If you want to disengage here, you need to break line of sight. Does that make sense?
Okay. That makes sense.
I think you're going for the Mega here, but you don't have, like, a quick rollout into the Mega, so you're just, like, doing regular speed into the Mega, and they're like, okay, well, we'll just kill this. So if you want to disengage here, do this, and then like really disengage. Like you can like go from here, but okay. Go around here, would have been a little longer, but it's a little better. Get a wall right over here, and you're good. You just can't like go slowly into here and not expect some punishment potentially.
Yeah.
You're a little bit too worried there about the Sombra, I feel, while stuff is going on in the front line. It's not a big deal, but I'd like you to put some more pressure here.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Tracer wants some healing. Bye-bye.
Oh, I feel like I can go on that Sombra, actually. Maybe I die either way. I don't...
I just feel like you're playing too reactive. Your Tracer's not pushing in. You're not pushing in. What's your win condition? Like, they dive your soldier. Like, I feel like you have no pressure on them. You're playing entirely reactive. I don't know what's going on in comms, but I don't know what your win con is.
Oh, there's nothing going on in comps.
Nice. I like how you handled that.
Oh.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. We need to make something happen. I'm okay with that. Punk is like overselling to kill you. We're getting kills in the back end. We don't win it though. I feel like it's kind of a DPS diff right now. Or not DPS diff, but like their tank, like Punk and Faith is getting more value than your tank and your DPS combined. That's kind of what's going on right now, which is understandable, right?
Yeah.
I definitely think you need to go Reaper as a team. Like, he's just not getting punished. He's able to do whatever he wants. I don't know what the fuck the soldier's doing. Get your soldier on Reaper. You can keep on Tracer. Put some pressure on their back line at all.
If it's a situation like this where it feels like they're just doing stuff to us and we're not doing stuff to them, should I just
You need to
try and go
understand. So let me put it this way: going Reddit doesn't work if the two supports support each other. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Especially against fucking Faith. But if Tracer comes with you, or a tank comes with you, that's different.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you have to stop thinking about what can you do by yourself and more like what pieces of your team can make an impact here and how can you make that happen. Does that make sense?
Okay.
If you are playing straight Peel right now.
Yeah.
And Peel is just giving your team more time to do their thing.
But no things are being
But your
done.
team doesn't have a thing to do. Do they?
No, not really.
So all you're doing is losing slowly on the team fights. That's exactly what's happening. So you need a thing for your team to do, a win condition. Or you need to make a win condition. Or you need to make some swaps. But this, over and over again, you're doing an okay job peeling. It's not the best. It's good enough. You can't peel everything as a fucking Lucio, right? And you get like 2 to 3 things to peel all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could play Brig. I think Brig is going to get more value than Lucio right now if you're going to play strictly peeling. Obviously, Lucio has the flexibility of going aggressive, but who the fuck on your team is going aggressive?
No one. So
exactly.
I need in comms to be like, hey, Tracer or Diva, can we try and route for a dive?
I think if you go Brig, you do a better job of peeling. You might punish them, or they might just fucking adapt, and Punk's just not gonna fucking run into the Brig 24/7, and which is very possible. So I think Brig is better if you want to play pure peel, except they can adapt around it.
Mm-hmm.
You still need your DPS and your tank to get some fucking kills. And right now, we don't know what they're doing, and we're not getting a whole lot of value. And I think it's because we're diving separately. Other heroes we could swap other than Brig and Lucio? Not really. No, those are the only two heroes that would make sense here. You gotta make some swaps on the DPS side of things. And I think it's the soldier that's the problem. I mean, I don't see the Tracer doing much. But I'm not gonna say because you have a Tracer's an issue. I think you gotta either go Reaper, or you gotta put some more pressure on their backline, or else you're not gonna win this match. And by pressure on your backline, I mean you need 2 to 3 people, just like they're putting 2 to 3 people on you. Or you play pure counter dive with the Reaper, and the Reaper can deal with the monkey. You can deal with the fucking DPS. But you just don't have an answer that will solve, or that has anything way to solve this issue right now. Boop. Yeah, it's fine.
I miss this.
She was hugging. It was gonna be difficult. You play a little bit more aggressive there than you should have. Like you're not. I mean, you can't just be out in the open of them.
Yeah.
Like that. They really want to punish you, huh?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't think you know what you want to do. Like, you're trying to control the high ground, but you can't. Alone, you can't alone. Like, you get hacked. You got, like, they're punishing you consistently. You can't do that. In most comp days games you can, but you can't against this team alone. So, and now you're not playing peel, you're not playing aggressive, you're caught in this middle ground of, like, chasing and reacting to problems that are far beyond something you can deal with now. Like, you do a good job of saving your Ana, but for, like, a second. And while this is happening, how much healing is the rest of your team getting?
Nothing.
Exactly. But yeah, that's what's going on there. Any questions?
Okay, I want to summarize what I think the main issues are and see if I got it right. One, don't hold that high ground. There's not really much reason to.
I mean, I'm not saying don't hold it ever. I'm saying that is the softest hold you'll ever have if you don't see something you like or something worth defending. Does that make sense?
What is something I don't like?
You look at the enemy team, you don't see what you see. You see a monkey, you see a tracer, you don't see another DPS. You see fucking Punk on the other team, you see Faith on the other team, and you're looking next to you and you see your soldier already bailing. Yeah, it's something you don't like seeing.
Right.
There are some signs there.
So be even quicker about not staying there.
That's correct.
Okay. Then I think reading tank body language and predicting, like, okay, yeah, Sombra is hacking the backline. That means they're gonna follow up from the front.
If the tank is on their game, Punk is clearly going to be on their game, so you can expect him to follow up on a potential hack in that situation. And you don't have to like stare him down. You can literally just listen for the "Whoa!" Right? You know where he is beforehand. You know what that sound means. And you know how far away he is, so you have plenty of time to react to it. So you can literally blind 180 and boop him.
Yeah. Then.
And that's just one example. Another example is like, just when he's trying to jump you there, he's gonna look at where he's jumping. He's not gonna be out of cover for very long for any reason except to jump you. Does that make sense? Or jump something. And what he's looking at is likely what he's gonna be looking at a target for a jump. Not always the case, of course. He's like looking around and stuff, but he doesn't have like he's not playing on like Boston Uprising or whatever he's on now. I think he's on like
Vancouver,
where the DPS is calling out exactly what he's engaging on. So he's gonna have to take a look himself and react a little bit. So he's always in comp. He's probably gonna be more reactionary, which gives you more time. I guess maybe Faith called that particular jump because the nade kind of happened right at the same time he jumps there.
I watched me getting at least just the very beginning of Faith's stream with the first point of Blizzard World, and he's like a brigu, nice.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, I was right. He did call it out, huh?
Yeah.
And he called it out because I showed you what he looked at, and you see why you were like the easy.
The easy target, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like probably in scrims or on like a match, it'd be the Sombra being like, okay, this is where you need to go on, so it's immediate. But his comp, that's the reactionary part. Okay. Then after that, it's in a case like that. If I'm just gonna play reactive and peel based, I go Brig. But if my team's, but that's
you gotta ask yourself, what is gonna help your team win? So Lucio gives you, think of it as like half peel, like you get like 40% peel, 60% aggression with Lucio. Okay.
Okay.
Right. And Brig, you get like 80% peel, 20% aggression. There's a big difference between their aggression and peel potential. Brig can give you like a spot heal on a DPS and can counter dive very well. That's about it. And while Lucio can get some of the peel, like you want to make sure you're like, if you decide to do that sort of peeling situation, how's the fight going to play out? Well, how are you going to kill something when they dive? You can keep them up a little bit more. What's killing something? Is the soldier being Dovan going to kill something? Is that Tracer being impactful at all right now? Like, what's going on? Like, just imagine how that fight's playing out. And while you're doing healing, how do you win the fight? If you can't figure out how the fight's going to be won, and you don't know all the details, just like imagine, all right, you got Punk, Sombra, Tracer, and they're all engaging with nades coming in from Faith. How are you cleaning this up, this engagement? How are you punishing this? If the answer is Brig probably doesn't punish this, it's probably just a slow win, you got to find some other way. Okay, how else do you win against this composition? And like I said, you probably have to be swapped to a Reaper, or maybe a Cassidy somewhat if you went Brig. Cassidy Brig can definitely help in that situation. I think it'd been absolutely fine. Mm-hmm. Or you play more aggressive on their backline with more than yourself. You just have to understand how are you going to win these fights? Not just you, but how is the team going to win these fights? And then you ask yourself, once you get an answer to that, what is your role in that win condition? And then making sure you play up to that. I think you're just skipping the step before that. And you're like, okay, well, I'm going to go peel. All right, that's not working. I'm going to go aggressive. All right, that's not working. I'm going to go peel. All right, that's not working. I'm going to be in the middle and react. That's not working. Why is it not working? Because you don't have an idea of what's supposed to be working. And some comp games, you're not going to be able to, because it requires the rest of your team to have a win condition and be on that. For example, I think if that guy just continues to go soldier, doesn't go reaper, or that team doesn't engage on you if you try to go a little bit aggressive on them, I literally don't think there's any chance you win that game. Maybe if you go full brawl or something, but they'll just make swaps and adaptions. And you'll still get anti up the wazoo.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've got no pressure on their backline. You had no pressure in their backline all game. Don't get me wrong, you tried, but you're not going to be able to go onto a Zen and Ana by yourself as Lucio.
Yeah.
At least not at that level. Like, at the highest levels, two supports can take care of each other from a Tracer, let alone a Lucio.
Yeah. Okay. That's very well worded, by the way.
Good. Glad. Any other questions?
Not really, I guess.
Anyone replays?
I'll take a look-see. Maybe I can get something with my Ana in it, because I've been trying to get that to an acceptable level, because right now it is not acceptable.
Understandable.
Okay, let me...
I love me some good Ana gameplay.
Let me just copy me. I might have been Lucio for the first half, so I just want to find the timestamp where I swap on it. Okay, I swap Ana in the second round, so if we could just look at that, I think that'd be good.
I got you. Replay.
You got a Silver Smurf to spy what's going on in that elo?
So, I've got some friends that wanted to play with some other friends, but they didn't have any Smurfs, and it takes 50 fucking games that you win. So, you have to win 50 quick play matches to play comp at all right now.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. So we just kind of been like sharing this account and like trying to get like a Smurf account to where our friend can play, because every Smurf account we have like just gets slowly grinding up by just playing at all.
Yeah.
I think the last 3 Smurf accounts all hit like masters in like a few weeks.
Unlucky.
Like, oh, well. It's so hard to keep them low.
Alright, so second round I swap Ana.
Alright. Second round. So here. There we go. Should be a free win right now. Nice nade. You're fine. Easy win. Nope.
Oh.
I think I nano there.
Yeah.
I was going to see the result. I wasn't going to say anything, but I think that's definitely a nano there.
I think so too.
Let me just take a drink. Take a look at these comps. I get it. You're waiting for Blade. I'll be honest with you. I think if you nano, I think they just ram ult and they walk into us and they like get more value anyway. But I'll trade a nano for a ram ult.
Yeah. That's a funky thing. Oh,
It's just Kiriko things.
yep. Oh, I'm worried about my Genji. I should stop shooting the wall.
Yeah, it happens, man.
Oh, yep. I need to tank that the E.
He'd probably need to tank it a little bit, but he needs to like understand line of sight there. But I still think you need to tank it. I'm happy that you teabagged. Thank you so much.
Why?
It's what you do. You sleep someone, you teabag.
Okay.
It's a rite of passage.
I see.
Also, mercy maid.
That's true. Uh,
I don't like the nade. I like everything else though. Good sleep. Good positioning. You should win this. There's a Ramo. I would have thrown for a nade earlier. I think you know that you're not going to last that long with it. I think you go for the right side to get around that shield. No shield was in the way, but I think you still try to go for the splash.
mm-hmm.
Small micro mistake. It's okay though. But if your tank dies and their tank lives, it's always losable.
Definitely.
Even though you had a massive advantage in numbers. This is gone. Get the fuck out of here, dude. What are you thinking? You don't win this. Wait. What the fuck am I talking about? No,
I think we win this actually.
Why do we win this?
I don't know.
Your tank comes out of nowhere. You get to sleep, which is the only reason you survive. Genji comes in and kills two somehow, some way. What? Your sleep enabled this. Good left clicks.
Oh my gosh.
Then you heal him up. They didn't peel. Okay. You're ignored. Your Ryan's just swinging. They gotta go in point. Weird. Okay, good job. Crazy ass. I like it. I don't. No comments about it. Shouldn't have won, but sloppy gameplay on their part.
Yeah.
And good gameplay on ours. That happens.
I don't remember this one being this good. I hope I make more mistakes. They leave Nanoblade. That's cool.
That's good. Alright, just stop paying attention to that. Make sure the tank doesn't die. Fair enough. I'm just worried, like, you're letting go of your tank. Like, your Mercy can handle this. You know what I mean? Your job is not to, like, we should have 3 people on card dealing with 1 Echo. You should, and if we're doing that, who's paying attention to your Ryan? You know?
That makes sense.
So make sure that, if you had another healer that could deal with the Ryan, or you knew was on the Ryan, yeah, okay. Ignore it. But your Mercy's job is to take care of this problem. Your job is just to make sure Ryan can do his thing. Because this Echo's not getting value. And your Ryan can if enabled. You're so worried about this Echo that the Ryan died. That's mostly a Ryan problem, but still, we may have been a saver.
Yeah.
sometimes like you gotta play more enably when your other tank is being super aggressive and making a mistake. You're also oh never mind, you're not. What was that?
I was scared of rail, so I tried to have my
Okay.
head.
Fair. I know I do this all the fucking time too. I really do, and it pisses me off. But apparently he's got his jump really high. So when you're trying to sleep a Ramatra, go for his shoulders every single time because then he can't jump over it. You land this sleep, it's still out. It's winnable, even if it's likely not going to win.
Yeah.
But yeah, it happens to me all the time. I know what to do. I just haven't put enough hours to do it consistently.
I never thought about that or registered that Ram had better jump height.
He's just a big guy, so he can when he jumps, it's pretty high. And I guess like just look at his hitbox. It's like shoulders are like 80% of his hitbox, and then when he jumps, he's got like this little spread when he jumps, so you can go between his legs even. So even if you hit his kneecaps, so but if you aim for like this area right here, obviously the bigger hitbox on the ground, he jumps, you still hit like the lower half of him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've been the victim of that exact same scenario too often. And I tell myself the same advice when I do it. Unfortunately, it's always after the fact.
We monkey now.
Yeah. I think monkey is a good play here.
I like it.
I also like Diva. I don't like that.
That's no fun.
All right. We got Nano. You want to do Nano Blade? I get it. They don't have any support ults, so waiting for the Nano Blade is the correct call. Fuck the Nano Blade. We got Nano Rail. Blade next fight.
That is an ultimate.
I'm okay with this. Now I got Blade for next fight. And you make sure you win this fight, which was important. Dude, Genji. You have a Death Wish. So is our Monkey. That's a bad nade, but I get what you're trying to do. Is there anything you could have done here? That nade saves him, I think. That said, he shouldn't be here. He should have jumped back. This is a tank positioning issue, and you don't bail him out. This is a second tank positioning issue that you haven't bailed out.
That's bad. The silence hurts more.
Let's see what he sees. Just take all the damage, stop my cooldowns, killed by everything. Stand in this. But jump fucking in the fucking. You jumped in the fucking spiral. That doesn't work like that. Now you're gonna have to put your bubble here and just hope you live till next cooldown. And it wasn't like he was jumping back to you. He was jumping in.
Oh.
And he still got arms, and he's in the middle of it.
75. Okay. Yeah.
Your tank just threw this last 2 fights. I said monkey could work, but not this guy's monkey. I'm sorry, the Pumple J. I love your name. I hate your monkey. All right. Any questions?
Yeah. I've been when I first tried to start learning on it, I was mainly focused on my nade usage. And that's been my main focus so far. I feel like sometimes I miss nades that I should hit. Is that just like a play more and
everyone misses nades they should hit. Like, it's about the ratio, right? What percentage of nades are you hitting that you should?
Well, okay, ask that again.
What percentage of nades that you feel like you should be hitting are you hitting? Is it like I saw like one nade you missed out of both replays.
Like that 70%.
If you're hitting 70%, that's pretty good. In this, I thought you hit like 85%. And I think that's that's elite level. Small sample size. So I think you should be aiming for closer to 80, 85%. You're going to miss 10, 15, 20% of your nades. But I will say just getting it that level to closer to 80, 85% is fine. And just understand why you missed them, okay? Like, ask yourself, why did you miss it? Did you undershoot it? Did you overshoot it? Was it because it was on a hill? Did someone get in your way? Did something happen that you unpredicted? Were you just too far away and like people moved? Like, sometimes it's not your fault. Sometimes it is your fault. Sometimes it's something that you have noticed a pattern of stuff that causes you to be a lower percentage. For example, let's say my nades on low incline suck because I just don't take into account the fact that they go further than they normally do, or my nades from low ground to high ground suck because that's fucking hard to do. So look at the reasons behind your misses and see if there's anything behind them that you could learn from, adapt to, or just recognize that's going to be a lower percentage inherently.
Okay. Is there a formula for when to make aggressive plays on Lana?
A formula? Elaborate. A formula for aggressive plays.
Like when should you be playmaky and aggressive on Ana?
You should be playmaky and aggressive on Ana when you can get away with it, or when you need to make the win condition matter.
So if old egos stacked against you.
So think of it like this. You don't have a very good win condition this fight. All right, let's pull something out of your ass with a nade and an aggressive play on Ana. Make sense?
Okay, that makes sense.
Let's think of it another way. You feel like the enemy team, you're going to be taking a fight in a kill box in an aggressive position anyway. Okay, so that means you can put yourself in a very aggressive position, and even if it doesn't work out, you're taking the fight there anyway. So they can't really focus to punish you in that situation. A good example is, say, Kings Row first point defense. You are playing defense, and you go and hide yourself in the top left of the movie theater. You're going to take in the fight on choke. You're in a terrible position if they know you're there. But if they don't know you're there, you're a free nade at choke, and you can take the fight at choke, and what are they going to do about you at that point?
Yeah, that's actually sick. That's
literally what we used to do all the time back in 2017, when it was like a brawl versus brawl meta before goats. And we do it all the time, but we do it like as a basically a trick play that usually worked. And then if you get in trouble, you can just like jump into alleyway. Yeah. But typically at that point, the nade hits. Not that you want to hide, so like in case like a widow gets there. If a widow gets there, they just fucking sleep it. and then you can like nade everyone else, and then you like, can kill the widow.
But
Yeah, but it's a risky play, but it's just like, there's the way that maybe other people might commit is like you can do Ryo Jae-hong things on Anna, and it works because he does it smart aggression for a purpose. Yes, it fails sometimes. Ryo Jae-hong fucking ints in his prime, but it more often than not works. So he's taking calculated risks.
with the King's Row play, that's something that is like if you get a team wipe on a fight and then you go set up in the movie theater. It's not like you set up from
You can fucking
spawn,
do
right?
it on the first. You can do it in the first fight, sure.
I mean, what if there's someone
Absolutely.
out the window that like sees, oh well, they're on it, it's going in the movie theater.
So what you do is you like send everybody at choke and kind of like do a little meme thing where like the tank kind of takes protect like a shows where they're going, or use a May wall to get her there that can't be seen very easily.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's one on the left side. I might be wrong on that, but you still kind of go in there. You can like, body block it. You can be a little bit creative about it. And yeah, like when you have no idea how easy it is to like get people to look at something and then not check their corners. In particular, if it's a Reinhardt or tank.
Whoa, that's really big brain.
And you can do the same thing with like it's the same concept as sneaky shatters. Like you obviously you like get some poke around a corner, so you get like the oldest sneaky shatters ever were inside hotel after you lose first point, and it looks like you're holding the choke, the little tunnel, but the rider's actually in hotel, and you just like it looks like you're holding like really far back, and you're poking, and they just go out there and you shatter, and then like after you lose second point, there's a little gap at the very end of second point that you can like hide a Reinhardt. He's there, like you even look to the right at all, you see him, but no one ever does unless they like have been hit by this shatter a lot. And then you wait for them to go in, and then you shatter them and you clean them up. Or way back in Hanamura, you'd hide a Reinhardt like inside where the Mega is at the choke point on the attacking side. So like they push in, you just shatter them or pin them in. That was like a classic, but that map doesn't exist anymore.
What if they're Kiri?
What's up?
What if they're Kiri?
What if they're Curie?
Yeah.
For the nade or for the shatter?
For the Suzu, for the nade, yeah.
The nade? Well, yeah, that's something that Curie didn't used to exist. But forcing out the Suzu can also be useful. You still get damage, you still get a lot of ult charge. You still have an Ana up there they typically can't deal with very effectively. So if they have Curie, that does make things a little bit more difficult.
But it's risky for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, that's all my questions, so I'll DM me if I have another one.
No problem. All right. Well, hopefully that helps out. It went over a lot of stuff. That was interesting. But yeah, I love your gameplay, and that was some interesting matches.
All right, I'm glad. I'll see you later.
Sounds good. Let me know how things go.
Yep.